So, since we're halfway through the year now, I figured I'd make like a halfway point on my favorite albums of the year so far. I'll probably do the same thing with movies in a different video. This list isn't going to be in any particular order. I just want to talk about some of the records I've really enjoyed so far this year. So, yeah.
End up with you, I might cook food for two, I might end up with you. End up with you.
So, starting off, the first one I put on my list is Nobody's Home by Bakar. One of the main reasons I love Bakar and his music so much is because how unique and beautiful his voice is. He has a voice that you can't mistake for anyone else. To me, Nobody's Home is Bakar's most cohesive and creative project to date. The instrumentation on this album is amazing and Bakar's performances are spectacular. It's extremely apparent on this album that Bakar has a knack for making catchy hooks and his songwriting is still exceptional. It's one of my most listened to projects of the year so far. My favorite tracks are Riot, Ginger Pubes, and Northwest 3. I also want to add that in May, I went to his concert in Chicago and he is an unbelievable performer. The energy he brings on stage was amazing. He was interacting a lot with the crowd, and you can really feel the emotion that he performs his music with. So yeah, on to number 2. Now for the second one on my list, Donfm By The Weekend. This project is so special. I think it's fair to say that this record's release came as somewhat of a shock to music fans, as After Hours only came out in March 2020 and the announcement of this album came out of the blue. But honestly, I don't know what more you could ask for from a surprise drop. Donfm isn't just an album, it's a grand cinematic experience. The 80s synth-pop / dance direction he went in, the overbearing themes on this record such as nihilism, regret, lust, the skits, etc., all of it ropes you into the world Abel created with this album. This is something I feel like he was always capable of making. Years down the road, it's projects like these that really define an artist's legacy and career in retrospect. There's no doubt in my mind that Donfm is going to age like fine wine. There are so many brilliant songs on this record, and I have a lot of favorites, but if I had to narrow it down, I'm looking at the track list right now, I'd probably have to go with Less Than Zero, Is There Someone Else, and Out of Time.
I'ma need a bigger bag for the cohort. Trying to make a millionaire out of slum dogs. Bet that head crack blunt force. Cozy with the East Africans up north where 7 make it 3.
Earl is one of my favorite rappers in this artist period of all time, and on this record, he sounds so much clearer. He sounds much happier compared to how he sounded on I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside, or some rap songs, and honestly, it just makes me so happy for him. There's this thing in music where a lot of people believe artists make their best music when they're in a darker place, but clearly that doesn't apply to Earl. Even though I love and prefer I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside, and some rap songs, Sick is right behind them if I had to rank my favorite Earl projects. He sounds so much more confident on this record. Earl sounds like he's genuinely having a lot of fun. Unlike the production on some rap songs, the production on Sick is much more conventional and straightforward, but it doesn't negatively affect the quality of the music itself. I still found myself coming back to this project in the past 6 months multiple times. Even though I'm not sure if Earl can ever top some rap songs, this was a great follow-up album. My favorite tracks, 2010, Vision, Tabula Rasa, and Fire in the Hole. Number 4, Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Man, there's just so much to say about this album. The night it came out, it was almost surreal. I mean, it was over 5 years since Kendrick dropped his last album, Damn, and not only did he give us an album, but a double album. And there's just so much to pick apart, so much to digest, so many different angles that you can analyze the album at. I want to save, because I know I'm going to do a end of the year list, so I don't want to give everything I have to say about it away, but I mean, just the content on this album is so heavy. It's like some of these songs you feel like you almost shouldn't be listening to because it's so personal, obviously. Yeah, I mean, looking at the track list right now, like United in Grief, We Cry Together, Crown, Auntie Diaries, Mother I Sober, like those are songs that, at least for me, the first few listens were difficult because it's just so personal, and to this point we had really never heard Kendrick like that before. I also do want to acknowledge like the controversy that this album caused. If you don't like this pick, that's perfectly fine. You have your reasons that you don't like this album. Kendrick made some artistic choices on this album that are definitely questionable, and if that turns you off, then that's perfectly fine. I can understand someone saying they don't like this album because Kodak Black is on it, because of his word choice in Auntie Diaries. I can definitely understand that. Finishing things up though, favorite tracks, definitely Father Time with Sanfa, Crown, Mother I Sober, and Mirror. I have Crest by Blade and Echo 2K. It's really hard to describe this album because, like, all of the songs just sound so angelic almost. There isn't one bad song. There's 9 songs, only 30 minutes long. It's all killer, no filler. I feel like this project is a culmination of everything that's happened in Blade and Echo's careers to this point. Throughout their respective careers, Blade and Echo have both shown steady artistic growth, and this project is the climax. I know for a lot of people, myself included, when I first started listening to Blade, it's really hard to adjust your ears to his style. But if you still haven't been able to get into Blade or Echo, or both, I could not recommend this project more. Favorite tracks, The Flag is Raised, 5-Star Crest, For Vatten Room, Desire is a Trap, Chaos Follows, and Girls Just Wanna Have Fun, even though it's from 2020. You'd be hard-pressed to find another artist this year who has progressed as drastically as Whelan has. If you know Whelan, then you also probably know how much of a change of pace this album is for him. Starting off as a SoundCloud rapper who primarily made trap and plug, Whelan has stepped all the way outside of his comfort zone and beyond with Vices. Vices is, in my opinion, Whelan's coming out party. He's showing everybody what he's capable of as an artist. The production on this thing is hypnotizing. Whelan's vocals are so large and grand and haunting almost. I'm really excited to see what comes next for Whelan because something tells me he's just getting started with the sound. He's just now figuring himself out as an artist. I can't wait to see what he does next. Favorite tracks on this thing, Dangerous Woman, Hard Time, Mellotron, and Farewell. Now basically I'm going to run through some honorable mentions and that'll be the video.
Say there is a war between the man and the woman.
Nostalgic seeing houses that my family lost. They wished upon a star. I called it like I'm Randy Moss. When Granny fought for her property, she would turn down.
Push the button to accelerate. Smoking on the best wood, shorty get a neck. I've been rocking hella, babe, that I don't think the best.
Studio like Breaking Bad. Cooking in this bitch, it get flammable like meth labs. Shawty saying I'm the biggest 32, and I keep my 32. I ain't afraid of
So that pretty much wraps things up. That's all I have to say for now. I should have that favorite movies of the year so far video out in the next couple days. We're just getting started around here, man. I really love doing this, and I'm excited to keep making videos and see where it takes me. So, yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment telling me what your favorite projects of the year are so far, if you agree or disagree with my list, and yeah, that's all I have to say. Until next time, I'll see you soon.
All of my own, doing shit solo. You can't come my way. Knowing me, I never like photos. I ain't got time today. Yeah, I pour it up, drinking till I've had enough. Saying I'm so fucked up, but I don't care, I just be good. I told